no choice, buy a bit more expensive, right? Or no way, man, you want to let it come down first then you buy, right? Let me know, guys, in chat, right? Pain to buy again, right? Heart pain, now you really sell, then go up, you're going to buy for what, right? Let me know, guys, in chat, what do you think will happen? Yes or no? Would you be willing to buy again? So let me see. No, no, no. Yes, maybe. Hard Chai, no. So yes. Some no, some yes, right? Very good. More X like Sophia. No, no, no way. Okay, very good. Wait for it to come back down and you buy again, right? So very simple, guys. In my experience as a broker, right, most people would not want to buy again, right? Most people would say like, "Aya, wasted lah," you know, in Chinese, 早知道. That's what I hear every day, right? 早知道, I should not have sold it lah. You know, and the price will just go up, all right? And they'll just not buy, and they'll just go up. I mean, see it go up and do nothing because they just cannot get over the fact that they're buying at a more expensive price. I mean, like you sold, then you go up, then you can buy when it's more expensive. Like, doesn't make sense, right? So most people not do anything. All right, and that's what is happening in the stock market. Let me give you an example, right? So here is NVIDIA in March 2023, just last year, and the price then was about US $255. So most people say like, oh, you know, it's too high already lah. You know, it's already rebounded from the lows of like $120. You know, I'm too late. I have missed it. I should have bought last year. You know, when it was at the bottom at $120, right? But most people wouldn't have an idea if there's a trend reversal or if there are more signs of upside or, you know, the trend turning up and all that, right? And most people, they just want to buy at the lowest ultimate point, and they can't get over the fact that they have to buy at a more expensive price. So most will not do anything, all right? Again, the mindset opposite, right? I guess things so far, right? And I can tell you guys that there are a lot of stocks right now that are like NVIDIA just a few months back in the process of a reversal, right? You need to be able to get over the fact that you cannot buy right at the bottom, all right? You only buy when there are clear signs of a reversal, and that could be when it's slightly more expensive, all right? So let's take a look at NVIDIA, right? It has pushed up by another 81.9% in 4 months. So the point here is this, guys, the market or this stock or whatever, they will not know that you're looking to buy so that it can go down for you to buy and then like go back up again. Does it make sense, right? So we must be prepared to ride the reversal or the upside, even if prices are more expensive now. It doesn't matter if you have sold yesterday or last week, or it has gone up higher, or it was cheaper a few months back, or you didn't buy right at the bottom, like, you know, 5 months ago. It doesn't matter. That's the past, right? As long as right now, yes, I mean right now, right? There's a potential for it to move higher, all right? There's a, based on the proven strategy, based on the system, there's a potential for it to move even higher. We ride it. We ride the reversal, and we maximize our profits along the way. Does it make sense, guys? And of course, we take steps to protect our profits along the way. Does it make sense? Are you guys following so far? Right? Type F for follow, guys, if you're following so far regarding this whole entire mindset. Type F for follow if you are following me so far, right? Regarding the entire mindset. All right, F. Awesome, very good. All right, so next, let's take a look at this counter called Alibaba, right? So how many of you like to average down, right? That means, for example, you bought a stock, right? Then it goes down a little bit cheaper, and then you think like, wait, maybe you buy a bit more. So when you buy a bit more, you average down, so you lower down your cost price so that if it rebounds back up, it's easier to get out. All right, so how many like to average down? Type A for average down if you are one of those who have averaged down before, or you like to average down. Type A for average down. Nothing wrong. I mean, like, you know, you go down, you go and buy, you know, then easier to get out if it rebounds back up, right? So average down. Type A if you're one of those who like to average down. All right, awesome, right? Okay, so guys, in my experience as a broker, I realized that most people, maybe more than 60 or 70% of people, like to average down. You know, so that means go down, they buy some more, right? Cheaper, they buy some more, right? And let me ask you guys a question, guys. Do you think a stock can go from $10 to $8? Can it happen, guys? Type 8 in the chat, guys, if a stock is pretty possible from a stock to go from $10 to $8. Type 8 in chat if it's possible. Or can it go from 8 to maybe like $5? Can it go from $8 to $5? Type 5 in the chat, guys, if you think that is possible as well. All right, it's really it's quite achievable for a stock to go from 10 to 8 to 5, or maybe $2. Can it go to $2? Can it go to $0? Type 0, guys, if you think that a stock can go to 0 as well. It can you know, become like nothing as well. Type 0 if you have experienced it before. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Awesome. Definitely, guys. I mean, guys, I mean, take a look at high flux. I mean, it has happened, it will happen again, it will happen again and again. All right, so guys, what goes down may not necessarily come back up. So if you're just buying all the way down, go down, you buy, go down, you buy, go down, you buy, it's bye-bye to you, all right? So you're just throwing what we call good money over bad money, thinking that one day it will finally recover. I hope that day comes. All right, so let me give you an example. This is Alibaba then, all right? in August 2021, it was then trading about $173. All right. So most people say like, wow, it was like 300, then from 300 to 250, 200, now become 173, was super cheap, super discount, man. Time to buy, confirm go up, confirm rebound, right? What happened? Alibaba has sold off by another 64.9% in 1 year. So the point here is these guys in the stock market. I mean, if you want to buy things like cheap, Great Singapore sale, go shopping, Lazada sale, go ahead, no problem. That one is the real world, right? But in the stock market, guys, we don't like cheap stuff. All right, in the stock market, cheap can become what? Type and check, guys. Cheap can become. Let me know, guys, in chat what you guys think. Cheap can become what in the stock market? Cheap can become cheaper, exactly. Type cheaper, worthless, exactly, worthless. Right? Sometimes can be even worthless, right? So we don't like cheap stuff, right? I mean, cheap in the real world, yeah, of course, like go and get your handbag or whatever. Great, right? In the stock market, we don't like cheap stuff, right? We only want to think about buying when there are clear signs of a reversal or there's some signs of the uptrend turning from a down to up. Might be slightly more expensive, but it's fine. At least there are some signs of a reversal. Do you guys think so far? Right? Not just buy because it's cheap, or because cheap. You can cheap all the way until good luck to you also. Are you guys following so far? Garbage, exactly. All right. Type yes, guys, in chat. You're following me so far. Type Y for yes if you're following me so far regarding the entire mindset. This is very important, guys, because I think most people do it completely opposite. Okay, so here's Samuel, guys, who has implemented my one good trend strategy and not only found more confidence, but also more clarity on when to get in and get out. So here's what he has to say, right? Let me just play you a quick video.
Yes, of course. Now I'm more confident, and the clarity is there because I will pick and choose the counter that is sort of like guided. Then I'll look at the trend myself and make the decision myself whether to enter the trade or not to enter the trade. Joey's experience is knowledgeable, so I think it's priceless to tap on his knowledge and to gain from what it's going to teach you.
So that's Samuel, guys, who started out without any strategy. He had no idea when to buy or sell stock. But once he mastered the one good trend strategy, now he's able to be guided on when to catch the reversal, pick and choose the right counter, like mentioned, and ride the next bull run or the upside of a stock. All right, so that's Samuel.
Yes,
okay. So that's the power, guys, of just being in the right direction as a trend, because it's just so much harder to be wrong if you are with the trend. Does it make sense, right? So in other words, guys, secret number one is this, right? Why trend trading is one of the most profitable yet simple strategy in the world, and why you should master it, right? How many of you want to be involved right now and dive into secret number two, all right? Type two, guys, in chat. You're going to move on to secret number two right now. We should be really, really interesting. Type two in chat, right? 2222. Awesome. Let's go. All right. Number two, how anyone can exponentially grow their stock portfolio trading with the trend, and where exactly do you get in and get out? All right. Okay. So this is it, right? First of all, for secret number two, you need to know the trend. All right, as I mentioned, you want to be in the same direction as the trend. But in order to know you're in the same direction, you need to get the trend right. Right? You don't want to think that it's up, but actually it's down, and you go and buy it. All right, and you buy all the way down, like what I mentioned just now. All right, so get the trend right, and then you want to affirm the trend, right? You want to affirm the trend. You want to confirm it and make sure that it is correct. It's up, it's up, it's down, it's down. All right, make sure you get it right. Next. First of all, right, how it works in the stock market is this, right? A stock will not like move up every day or down every day. It'll be in what we call something like in this diagram, if it turns from a downtrend to an uptrend, right? So very simple, you can see that from a downtrend to uptrend, it will swing up and down. And when it is in a downtrend, we can draw what we call a red line connecting the highs, all right? And you see it forms lower highs, right? R1, R2, and R3. So every time, it moves back up, it trades even lower, sellers come and push it even lower and goes even lower, rebounds up again, goes even lower. That's what we call a downtrend. It forms lower high. So anytime we are below this red line, we are in a downtrend, all right? And should we buy in a downtrend? Probably not, right? Think about what I talked just now, right? You buy, and then it's goodbye to you, right? What happens is that once we see a break above the red line, above what we call the downward sloping channel resistance line, well, it can potentially signal a reversal, all right? And that's where you want to open your eyes a little bit bigger, right, to potentially ride the trend reversal from down to uptrend. And in an uptrend, that's where we form what we call higher lows. So you can connect the lows right over here, S1, S2, S3. So that's what we call higher lows in uptrend, as long as we stay above the green upward sloping line. We are in an uptrend, and that's where we want to think about buying in an uptrend. Does it make sense? All right. Okay, next. For example, like Food Empire, one of the stocks that we caught for since last year, since like 2021, actually it was in a pretty, downtrending move, right? You can see forming what we call lower highs, but somewhere around the beginning of 2023, right over here, we saw a break of the downward sloping channel resistance line, and that's where it started to push higher and higher, and we can draw what we call an upward sloping channel support line, right? One of the stocks that we still like, pretty good uptrend as well. All right, Microsoft as well, you can see right over here, we had a downward sloping channel resistance. It was a downtrend since early of 2022. We had rate hikes, inflation, and all the stuff, right? It was going down, lower highs. Same thing, somewhere around the beginning of 2023 last year, we broke above this red line, and that was where there was some signs of the trend reversal. All right, and you can also draw what we call an upward sloping green line, channel support line. As long as we stay above, we are in a uptrend right now, and that's where you want to position yourself to maximize your profits in an uptrend. All right. Next, we can use what we call moving averages, right, in a particular stock. So what's a moving average? Well, basically it's a line, right, and this line represents the average price of a security over a period of time. So there are pretty much like two main moving averages that are used, right? First of all, we use what we call the 100 days moving average, right? So we look at the relation between the price and the 100-day moving average. Very simple, later I'll plot for you, right? And next would be what we call the 200 days moving average, the blue line, right? So we look at the relationship between the 100 days moving average, the red line, and the blue line, the 200 days moving average. All right, so let me just give you an example. Same thing, in a downtrend to uptrend, it will most likely be like this, up, down, all right, and you will gradually turn. It will be like 1 or 2 weeks, right? It could be a couple of months, 2, 3 months, where we see the reversal confirm, all right, and the trend reversal start to happen. All right, so we can pull out what we call the 100 days moving average on any single chart. All right, so you can see right over here when the line is pointing down, all right, and the price, you can see the price is below the line. I would say it's a bit of a downtrend, right? A bit of a downtrend. Only when the line starts to point up, this red line starts to point up and prices start to go above the line. So now you can see right over here on the right side, prices above the red line and the red line starts to point up. Pretty much an uptrend starting to form. And that's where you can start to open your eyes a little bit bigger if you're looking to buy. Next, we can pull out what we call the 200 days moving average, right? 200 days moving average, the blue line. You can see that this blue line is a little bit more slow and steady. It's a longer term moving average, right? You can see right over here. And how do we know if the trend has turned? Well, very simple. You can see that when the red line, right, the 100 days moving average red line crosses above the blue line, all right, so red above the blue, and both the red and the blue line starts to point up. I say it, right? The red and blue starts to point up. That is where we have pretty much turned into what we call an uptrend in the mid to long term. And you can start to position yourselves, right? So that's when we get more confirmation. All right, let me give you an example. So same thing, Food Empire. Now we have pulled out what we call the 100 days moving average line right here. Right, so you can see that it was pretty much a downtrend in 2021, 2022. All right, rate going down, prices below it. But somewhere around the end of 2022, you can see that the price went above the red line. And this red line, the 100 days moving average line, started to point up. Right, very simple, right? And next, we can pull out what we call the 200 days moving average, the blue line. All right, so you can see right over here, it was actually a downtrend as we, begin 2022 or end of 2021. You can see right over here, the red went below the blue, and both of these lines are pointing down, 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 down. So a bit of a downtrend, only somewhere around end of 2022. All right, that's where the 100 days moving average went above the blue line, and both of these two lines start to point up, and they are still pointing up right now. All right, so that's where it turned into what we call an uptrend. Of course, we have caught for this stock since last year. It started to push up, and it still looks pretty good. All right, but that's how you tell a change in trend or a trend reversal from down to up. Very simple, right? Next, Microsoft, well, same thing, right? So it was a very good uptrend, right? All the way until like beginning of 2022, of course, with the rate hikes, inflation, all the tech stocks sold off, right? And that's where, you can see that the trend turned from the red line went below the blue line. Both of these two lines started pointing down, down, down. And they point out like not like 1, 2 weeks or 1, 2 months, right? For like 6, 7, 8, 9 months. And finally, somewhere around the beginning of 2023, just last year, that's where I caught for this stock as well. Yes, bottom out, 100 days moving average, the red line went above the blue line, and both of these two lines are still pointing up right now. So we have returned into an uptrend, right? Not just last week or last month, since like last year, all right, since like March, April 2023, last year, we have returned into an uptrend. That's where you want to start positioning yourself to ride more upside. And there are many stocks like this right now still that are showing this, what we call a trend reversal, right? You just need to know how to position yourselves in them. Okay, good. So next, right, getting the trend right, affirming the trend, let's move on. We want to take positions along with the trend with the highest reward to risk ratio, right? Not just anywhere, right? With the highest reward to risk ratio, right? And what is this, right? Basically, there are two critical zones which are near what we call the support and resistance level. These are pretty much the two zones that we really just want to focus on in an uptrend. So let me just give you guys an example, right? How it works is this, right? So let's just talk about uptrend, right? You look at the moving averages and everything, right? Uptrend, okay, settled, right? And most of the time, right, more than 70-80% of the time, a stock will not go up every day, right? A stock will be in what we call a consolidation phase, right? A consolidation phase, a sideways phase. You consolidate, it start to move up, you consolidate, it start to move up. You cannot go up every day, right? It will be very dangerous if it does that. You want to avoid stocks like this, right? And as it consolidates in an uptrend, that's how we have what we call a support level. You can see this green line right over here. This is what we call a support level. So support level is a price level whereby each time the price comes down, it touches, it rebound, it nears it, it rebound. It's something like the floor we're standing on, right? Each time you near it, you jump, right? You'll still be on the floor, all right? So that's a support level, right? As prices approach there, buyers comes back and starts to rebound. And we have another thing that is called the resistance level, right? That's a red horizontal line. So resistance is something like the ceiling, right? You throw a ball, it comes back down. Every time it hits to that price level, sellers come back and push it back down again. Goes up, they come back down. Go up, they come back down. Get a lot of selling over there. That's what we call a resistance level. So more than 70% of the time, a stock will be in this consolidation phase, right? So once we get this consolidation, that's where we want to know when to enter, all right? And in an uptrend, there are only two zones. The first zone will be what we call near the support level, because in an uptrend, that support has held for a while. It will most likely hold. There's a high probability of it holding, and that's where you can start to position yourselves to ride the uptrend even further for a rebound. Does it make sense? All right. And the next zone will be when it were to break that resistance level that many times it touch and come back down, right? Finally, it break the resistance level and it is free to go. It's like an expressway, right? It's free to go even higher, and the uptrend can continue to a next higher phase, right? So that's just pretty much two zones in an uptrend. All right, are you guys following so far? Type F, guys, type F. If you're following me so far regarding the two zones, type F in the chat. I want to make sure all of you are following me so far regarding this very critical two zones, all right, that you want to focus on in an uptrend. All right, F. Awesome, very good. Thank you so much, guys, for following. All right, okay, let's move. So let's take a look at this, real life examples, right? So let's look at this chart or this stock called YZJ, Yang Zhejiang Shipbuilding SGD, right? So you can see that we can draw what we call horizontal support and resistance lines. So let me show you what I mean, right? So you can see that somewhere around like 2022, we have a little bit of consolidation, all right, and that's where we have a green zone right there near a support as it consolidates up and down. So it's the first zone, right? Next zone, pump, all right, it breaks the resistance level. That is where it starts to move a little bit higher, all right? And you can see after breaking a resistance, we could also come back down a little bit and retest the resistance turn support, all right? And so to consolidate again, same thing, once it consolidates, we have a higher support level. That's where we are back to the first zone, all right, whereby you could start to get into to catch the rebound. All right, so it's consolidated for like 2-3 months, pump, it breaks the resistance, pop, went all the way up, retest that higher resistance turn support, start to push all the way up again, and we see a longer consolidation phase, right? You can see right over here, and that's where we are back to the first zone. So that's pretty much how it works, right? It goes up, consolidate, you get the first zone, pump, right? It break it, the second zone starts to and move even higher, right? And we draw new support and resistance, like you see, starts to break another resistance level and push all the way to like $1.80. All right, and you see that we have traded lower back again to that same first zone, right, near the support level, which has came out in an uptrend. All right, and if we do like see a break above the resistance about 1.55, I think from where we got this chart, it seems like it's already happening. All right, so once you break the 155, 160, that is where it could push even higher. The second zone, eventually, it might break even the $1.80 to push even higher. So that's pretty much how it works in an uptrend, right? Just two zones, all right? Okay, next, we have NVIDIA. Well, one of the stocks that we like as well, right? We have caught for it since last year. So it was pretty much consolidating. Let me show you guys the two zones again. You can see it was consolidating at about the $130. You can see right over here, we broke it. Resistance turn support, got a bit of a consolidation. We saw another line right here. That's what I call a resistance. That's the two $100 level. Look at this, right? A couple of touches, came down, came down, came down. Finally, pump, we broke 200. It's a new phase up. The reversal continues, right? It starts to consolidate a little bit more. So once it breaks, it might retest the support and it starts to push higher. And you can see, guys, at the point in time, you can see that the trend has already reversed. Remember, we talked about the red and blue line, right? I mean, it has already turned from the red went above the blue line already. So it's really an uptrend when this thing happened. All right, and let's draw more support and resistance, horizontal lines. You see another resistance about 240, 250. We broke it, started to see a little bit of a consolidation, right? So as I say, it moves up. It will not just go up every day, right? It might just move up and start to consolidate 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And it's good because once it consolidates, we have the support level, another support zone coming out near 260. And that's where we consolidate, pump, it broke the resistance, started push all the way up. And we got another support level at about $400. And that's where we caught for it again. And I think recently we have actually broke this $500 resistance, right? From when I screenshot this chart. All right, so it started to push a little bit higher. And if you want, we can also draw another support level that came out as well, somewhere around 450. Or I can see that yes, came out as a higher support level. All right, so these are pretty much the two zones that we want to focus on in an uptrend to get in near the support for rebound and to take a more aggressive trade as well if you were to break any key resistance level. All right, so far so good. All right, okay, very good. So my question to you is, guys, is this, right? Can you still make money, all right, if you win like 2 or 3 trades out of 10 trades, right? What do you guys think? Let me know, guys, in chat, right? Type yes or type no, guys, in chat. That means out of 10, you only win 2 or 3. Not so good. 10, you only win 2. Can you still make money overall if you only win 2 or 3 out of 10 win trades? Hard, type yes or type no, guys. If you feel like, wow, quite hard. I think not easy. Type yes, no or yes, right? Let me know, guys, what you guys think, right? If you are new as well, make a guess, right? But out of 10 trades, you only make 2 or 3. The rest all lose. Can you still make money, right? Yes or no? No, 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 yes. You win big, yes, no. Awesome. Very good answers there. Richard, yes, yes, yes. All right, let me share with you guys. Would it be okay, guys, if I share with you perhaps some stocks? I mean, I have some slides for this, but I think just forget about slides. Would it be okay, guys, if I share with you some stocks that we have thought for that perhaps you can also put in your watch list to explain this point, and that there could be more upside as well. If that's cool, guys, type C for cool. If that is cool with you, if I can just share with you some stocks and let's see what are some of the stocks we can help. Let me explain this point right over here, right, to see if you can still make money, all right, if you just win 2 or 3 trades out of 10, right? Okay, let's see, right? I think let's see what stock here. I think there's this stock right here. Okay, CrowdStrike, one of the stocks that we like, all right? One of the stocks that we like, I think you can come like apply whatever we have learned. You can see that since last year, 2022, in fact, we have like been in a downtrend, red below the blue, was just going down, down, down. And beginning of 2023, right? As I mentioned right over here, we turned into an uptrend, right above the blue, right? And we were actually consolidating. So I caught for this stock somewhere around like, July, where we were just consolidating above this, what we call $140. So let me explain to you this point of reward to risk ratio, right? For example, let's say if we have caught for this somewhere around here, all right, and it started to push up to maybe somewhere around our resistance or target about 260. All right, so let me just zoom it for you guys right over here. All right, so you can see somewhere around here, right? So this is what we call the reward to risk ratio. That means if let's say you enter near the support level that I mentioned, right? It has been supported above that 140 levels, time of entry, you have a plan to get out in case that support were to break down. And you can see that when I put my mouse right over here, there's this thing called the reward to risk ratio. It's 12.14, right? 12.14. That means, right, 12.1, that means if you were to lose, let's say if you lose $100, all right, and for a reward to risk ratio of 12 times. That means you lose $100. Based on the 12 times upside reward to a $100 risk, how much can you potentially make based on this reward to risk ratio? That means you lose 100. Make how much can you make, guys? Let me know, guys, in chat, like based on this example right over here, why this was one of the stocks that we caught for and started to push up. In fact, I think it's starting to push up even more right now. How much can you potentially make? You lose 100. Make how much can you make based on the 12 times reward to risk ratio? What is it, right? Based on the 12 times. So $100 you lose, you can potentially make $1,200. Exactly, $1,200, right? So these are stocks that we have caught for, all right, and they are looking pretty good, all right, and you want to ride stocks like this. Well, let me show you guys one more stock that we have caught for since last year. All right, let's see. I think this is a pretty good stock as well. Broadcom, right, in the US market, AVGO, right? It's been in an uptrend, I would say, since like beginning of 2023. You can see right over here, and we were actually consolidating, all right, just in a few months back above this $800 level, right? Above $800 level, and there were some upside targets that were drawn maybe all the way to 1,200, right? So in terms of a reward to risk ratio as well, you can see somewhere around here, right, based on an entry around here, right, in case we were to break the support. Look at this right over here, right? So reward to risk ratio is about 8.42. Let's just say about 8 times. Let's say about 8 times. It means if you lose $100. If you make, you can potentially make $800. Are you guys feeling smart? All right, that is what we call a good reward to risk ratio. All right. Type F for follow, guys. If you guys are following me running this reward to risk ratio, all right? So it's not just about winning and I want to make like, of course you guys don't purposely go and lose, right? Of course you want to make like 6 or 7 winning trades out of 10, right? You don't purposely find 2 or 3, right? But what is key here is the reward to risk ratio. Is the reward to risk ratio. Does it make sense? Can you see yourself doing this, guys? All right. We want to find trades with high rewards to risk ratio. All right. And let me know, guys, if you think it's possible, guys, just to find 2 or 3 winning trades out of 10. All right. Type P for possible, guys, if you think that it is actually possible, right? Don't need so many, right? Just 2 or 3 winning trades out of 10. Type P for possible if you feel that it is actually possible based on what I've shown you guys. All right. Okay. Right, that's exactly right. So that is what we're going to do, right? We want to take trades, not just about winning and winning, but when we win, we want to win big. When we lose, we want to cap our losses. We want to lose small. When all these things add up, that is how you make money in the stock market. All right, it's not just about winning and winning. You win like 8 times or 9 times out of 10, but every time you win $50. Then what's the point, right? Does it make sense, guys? All right, so possible, awesome, right? Very good. So that is pretty much the case study I'll share with you guys, all right, as to why you can still make money if you win 2 or 3 trades and how this is entirely possible. All right, next, let's take a look at Philip, all right? Philip, who has implemented what I taught in this one good trend strategy. And here's what Philip has to say. Let me just play you this quick video.
It's very simple to comprehend, simple to follow. It's step by step, and it's really a dummy's guide to trading. So for other courses, you really need to study the notes, and then it's pretty complicated. This one I will really say is really step 1, 2, 3, a beginner's guide to trading, and you can see results.
Right, so that's Philip, guys, who had no idea what a trend is in the stock market before. And now he's able to ride the trend of any counter confidently, and how simple it is for anyone to apply what is taught, and most importantly, see results. All right, so that's Philip. Okay. So let's take a look at what some of my graduates or mentees are saying after the learning the one good trend framework. So this Stefan right over here is saying that I'm consistently profitable monthly. We have a kid saying that he bought and sold iFast based on your analysis, 14.8% gain in 1 week. Another one, all of them have moved up since your sharing by Mr. Wee. All right, we have Joe saying 2.4K profits in 3 days, right? Thai, first gain 6.6%, second gain 9%. We have Justin, 5-figure gains in less than 2 months. Type 5, guys, type 5 in the chat if you think that 5-figure gains is less than 2 months is pretty awesome. I mean, like 5-figure gains in less than 2 months. Type 5 in the chat. 5-figure means what? More than 10K, all right? Type 5 in the chat if you like that, right? Justin. Okay, next, this is what we get on a daily basis. My team have collated. All right, like Terrence have made 15 to 20% profit along the way. All right, really useful. Mabel, 6K profits on 1 trade. Thank you. We have Daryl, already made back my school fees. John as well. I would have made my first million by now. All right. Type M, guys. Type M for million. If you are one of those who are really happy if you can make your first million, all right, in the stock market. Type M if one of those who will be really, really awesome, right? If you can make your first million in the stock market. Type M for million, all right? All right, okay, good. 2 million or more. Don't be greedy lah. Okay, very good. Okay, so guys, I want to share with you guys why now. All right, right now, guys. Why is it a very huge, super small window of opportunity, right? Let me show you guys this whole insights right now in the market, right? So I'm sure all of you guys have heard of the rate cuts coming in this year in 2024. So imagine, right? Just take note that in the last 2 months of 2023, just a few months back, we had like November, December, whereby the market really rallied when there were talks or hints of the rate cut starting this year in 2024, maybe in March, maybe in June, maybe in July, right? The market started to react, all right? So let me ask you guys a question, right? What do you think will happen when the rate cuts eventually come? So when the rate cuts eventually come, do you think everybody would have known about it and rushed in by then and prices would have gone higher? And that's where you probably will rush in together with everybody else and buy when it's much higher. Does it make sense? Or would you rather get in right now when there's this super small window of opportunity before the rate cuts come? Think about it, something to think about, right? So think about it when it happens in end of 2021, when there were talks about inflation and rate hikes. When the Fed actually hinted about rate hikes, right? The market actually started selling off at the end of 2021, right? And when the rate hike started on February or March 2022, all right, it's not like this hike 1-2 months, right? For 10, 11 months, the market started selling down. All right, so that is what happened for rate hikes. But now, can you imagine, guys, when the rate cuts actually gets executed, right? That means the Fed actually cut the rates. Now I'm just talking only, right? But if they actually cut the rates in June, July, everybody would have rushed in by then, and that's where the market would turn into a bull market. So something to think about, right? What do you want to get in right now when there's this very small window of opportunity before the rate cuts actually happen, or do you want to join the others when it actually happens, and by then it probably went up, and you probably say, I wasted, I should have got in, a few months back, I should have got in last year and all that thing. I guess following so far? All right. So one thing I realized, guys, is that you guys can wait, right? All of us can wait. But in my experience in the stock market, I can tell you one thing is that the market waits for no one. The market waits for no one, right? So let me give you an example. Let's take a look at what we call the S&P 500 index, right? So let's take a look at the S&P 500 index. Take a look at this right over here, right? So this is what we call the S&P 500 index, right? The index that makes up the top 500 companies in the US. So you can see that since last year, I've already caught for the bottom, right? It was like a bit of a downtrend in 2022, rate hikes and all that. But at the beginning of 2023, you can see, right, red went above the blue. Red and blue line, they're obviously still pointing up right now. And I already caught for the bottom. It has returned into an uptrend, right? Not just like last week or last month, since like February, March last year, right? We have already turned into an uptrend. In case you're still thinking whether it's an uptrend, it is already an uptrend, all right? So if you're still waiting for it to like go back down to like, after the rate hikes, that is pretty much over, all right? But right now, guys, remember I talked to you about where, if it were to break a very key resistance level, right? So let me just draw you this very key resistance level right here. That would be what we call the 4,800 level. You can see right over here. So we are pretty much back to this very key level, right? Just before the entire rate hikes and inflationary pressures in 2022, right? Just exactly 2 years back, whereby we touched and sold all the way down. Can you imagine if we were, I'm not too sure when, but if we were to have the rate cuts and we're to break this very key resistance level at about 4,008, that is where it could spark off a whole new wave, a whole new momentum, a whole new phase of upside for the markets. And many of those tech stocks, many of those growth stocks will start to push higher. Does it make sense? Are you guys following so far? All right, and right now, right, we can see that we have already breached some of the keys of resistance, like the 4,600. Can you see right now? Right, we might just be consolidating, right? Maybe from 4.6 to 4.8. But what happens if the rate cuts eventually come and we break the 4.8? Could that be much, much more upside? Like I explained so far, right? So why right now is actually a very, 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 very small window of opportunity, and why you definitely don't want to miss out on it. Type O, guys, type O for opportunity. If you can see this very, 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 very small window of opportunity before the rate cuts actually happen, all right? Just like the rate hikes eventually happen, it's safer than they do. Now they haven't do yet, going to do. They will do it. March, in April, in May, we just don't know. What happens when they do it and they cut? Do you want to get in then when the whole world also know and everybody get in? Or do you want to get in right now when there's this small window of opportunity before it actually happened? Something to think about, right? Okay, thanks for being so sharp. All right, awesome, thanks. All right, okay, so that's just something to share with you guys. Okay, good. So how many of you think that's a pretty good insight to think about? Type I for insight. If you found that insight really useful, type I for insight. If I've kind of like shared with you guys a little bit on this insight and the whole entire thought process of what you could really start to focus on. Type I for insights. All right, okay, so that's secret number 2. All right, so I hope all of you don't miss this super small window of opportunity. All right, okay, so that's secret number 2, right? How anyone can exponentially grow their stock portfolio, trading with the trend, and where exactly do you get in and get out, right? So what I want to share with you guys is this, right? If right now you were like me, you know, and you did have the talent, you had the fear of looking at your portfolio, not knowing what to buy, when to get in, when to get out. Know one thing, guys, that trading is 100% a learnable and trainable skill, right? It is not about, you know, trying to just figure things out, but it's about really practicing and practicing the right thing, of course, all right? And not just going out there and try to figure things out and make mistakes, all right? You want to shortcut your learning curve and know exactly when to get in and get out. Okay, so this brings us to secret number 3, all right? So I insights, awesome. Thanks, Peter, Sophia, Ahoy, Audrey, very good. So let's move on to secret number 3 right here, all right? And this is it. How we scan the entire market to get way more sniper targeted winners in less than 3 minutes using my proprietary 1GT system. Type 3, guys, type 3 in the chat if you want me to share with you guys what is secret number 3, all right? Type 3 in the chat, awesome. Okay, very good. Let's go, right? Okay. So you have seen, guys, how we manually determine the entry zones. I talked about the support, resistance, the green zone, and all that, right? By using my one good trend strategy, right? But many people have asked me, like, hey, Joey, how do you filter out stocks to buy? I mean, cannot be every day you open and close the chart like what I did just now and draw the lines and all that, right? I mean, there are more than 800 over stocks in the Singapore market, more than 3,000 in the US. How do you do it? Well, the short answer is that I have a system, right? I call it the one good trend. In short, it's called 1GT, one good trend system, right? So after years of back testing, refining, and tweaking, I've developed this system with a very, very specific set of criteria. All right, for this strategy, literally spent more than $30,000, more than a year of back and forth time and effort. And I would say that this system just makes things so much simpler, not just for me, but for my students as well. And this systems comes up with what we call bullish and maybe even bearish entry and exit signals to guide us on entry and exit. And what used to take me like 1 hour, I can now do it in less than a few seconds. It just makes trading so much more systematic. So let me just share with you guys this 1GT system. Right? And later we do some live case study. Maybe you guys can share with me some of the stocks that you want. You just put it into the system to see what it says. All right. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so let me explain to you, right? So basically you can see that 1GT system on Food Empire, all right? So these are what we call real life signals, or you can just type a name of any single stock, and you can see these signals that will come out based on the criteria, based on the server algorithm and all that, it will automatically be put out, right? So I want you guys to just focus down, right? Just look down. You can see that there's what we call a trend bar. The name is called Joey's trend bar. I have no idea what name is it, right? But I think all of you will know the trend, right? Red is a bit of a down trend, not so good, right? Green means an uptrend. I think that's where you probably want to look at it. All right, and we had what we call bullish signal. You can see 11 November 2022, entry price 0.54. For Food Empire, beginning of last year, exactly a year back, entry price 0.66, a green arrow pointing up. That's what we call a bullish entry signal. If you see that, then it's not too bad. You can see pop went all the way up. A few more, I will not go through all of them, but a few more bullish entry signals started push up, all the way until like 17 May 2023, exit price 1.04. It has gone up by 84.1% gain in 6 months, all right? 84.1% gain in 6 months, not 6 years, not 3 months, all right? I mean, yeah, 6 months, right? Not 3 years as well, right? In 6 months. So you follow, you execute, you ride it, 84.1% gain in 6 months. So these are all real life signal, right? And essentially started to push up a little bit more, and we got a little bit of a resistance right now at about $1.20. So it was like a bit of resistance each time it reached there. Sellers came back and pushed prices down, but then buyers started to come back up, right? 19 June, each time it dips lower, buyers came up, and they're what we call bullish green arrow, bullish entry signal started to push up, right? And it's gone up by about another 19.8% gain and counting, all right? So if we were to break, like what I mentioned, the $1.20, this resistance, then that could be where the bullish signals can start to play out. It would be another phase higher, right? So this is one of the stocks that have came to my watch list since last year. It's still my watch list, all right? You can probably take a look at it. Right, of course, I was alerted to it based on this system. All right. Okay. Next one, we have NVIDIA. Remember NVIDIA, right? I mentioned just now. So same thing. It was a bit of a downtrend actually, right? Oh, there's someone in the waiting room. Team can let the person in. Thank you. All right. Okay. Next, we have NVIDIA. Basically, you can see that for NVIDIA, since 2022, it was a bit of a downtrend, right? Because of rate hikes and all that. And we have turned from a downtrend, you can see red bar to green bar. And we got bullish signals coming in right? About 1 year back, 9 Jan 2023. Bullish signal, parts of the push up, another few bullish signals. Look at this green arrow pointing up, so the push up, another few more. All right, and it just goes higher and higher. All right, and that's where it guide you to get in more or to ride and maximize your profits even more. All right, and it's gone up by 188.3% gain in 6 months. I think now it's reached like the $500 mark and went even higher. All right. Next one. GT system for Broadcom, AVGO. Let's take a look at it, right? So you can see that in August to September 2022, right? So it's not just all bullish, wow, beautiful rainbow. No, right? If we do see like a bearish signal, that means like a red, can you see like a red arrow pointing down? That one's not so good, right? It's like a red arrow pointing down, it's a bearish signal. So if you see a bearish signal, then maybe don't buy first, right? You want to be a bit more careful, especially you can see the bar is red in color, it's a downtrend plus a red bearish signal coming out. Oh, please be careful. Maybe think twice first before you buy. Okay, okay? And you see that it started to go down and down and down. We got to exit 25th October, but it sold down by about 24.8% in about 2 months based on this bearish signal. So not just about buying and buying, but also to be careful. If you see like a bearish signal, maybe don't buy first. Wait until you see like maybe the green arrow pointing out or bullish signal with the trend bar turn the green color, then you can consider. And that's what happened, right? So for Broadcom, you can see the bar turn from red to green. 10 November 2022, we got a couple of new bullish signals coming out, green arrows pointing up, and the one in May, pop all the way up. And so to see that 69.8% gain in 7 months based on this new bullish entry green signals, right? Green arrow pointing up. So to consolidate a little bit more, all right, and I think recently, just a few months back, November, we got another bullish signal, went all the way up. Another bullish signal, went all the way up. I think now we are somewhere a bit higher. On 2nd of Jan 2024, there was an exit. All right, I think now it started to push even higher as well. All right, AVGO, another 27.5% gain in about 2 months. And these are all real life signals, as I say, right? You can type the name of any single stock, whether it's DBS or Apple or whatever, or later we'll just maybe just play around a bit, all right? And you can see. Okay, so let's take a look at Sembcorp Industry, one of the stocks that we like as well in the Singapore market. I've called for it since last year, right? Since last year. All right, you can see it, right? So this is Sembcorp Industry. And you can see the bar is green in color since like last year, 26 Jan 2023. That was exactly about a year back. Green arrow pointing up, went up, another bullish signal, all the way up, consolidate a bit, another bullish signal, all the way up. Finally, we're going to exit. So once you can exit, this means there's a little bit of selling pressure. You can maybe, don't be so greedy, take some money first, all right? Go and have some holiday or what, right? Take some money off the table, all right? And Sembcorp Industry, since the beginning of the year to June, is like about a 68.5% gain in 5 months. You follow, you execute, 68.5% gain in 5 months. Not 5 years, not 2 years. In 5 months, right? And it's not some volatile stock, it's Sembcorp Industry, Singapore stock, everybody also know, right? Sembcorp Industry. All right, and what happens was we saw a little bit of a resistance, all right, hit about that $6, and we saw bearish, all right, bearish signal. So if you see like, going up, and after you see like red arrow coming out, bearish signal, then you want to be a bit more careful, because that's where you can start to hit lower, right? How many feel that it's important to know when to get out? I mean, people always buy, get in, but don't know when to get out. Keep until make money, become lose money. All right. How many feel that getting out is important? Type O, guys. Type O for out. If you feel that getting out is actually very, very. In fact, I think it's more important than getting in. Because you in, but don't know when to get out. Wow. Also, good luck to you, right? For make money, become lose money. All right. Right? If you feel that getting out is very important. In fact, I think it's even more important than getting in. All right. So getting out is important because most people, they get in, make money. After that, don't know when to get out. And then become back to square one or worse, lose money. All right. So that's where you can use it to guide you. All right. To also get out. You can see that once you got red, bearish signal, please be careful. All right. And start hitting down, and sold off by another 18.3% in about 2 months. Right. Just a few months back in September, October. All right, and that's where we had a new bullish signal. Okay, now start to come back out again. New bullish signal coming at 1st of November, about 2-3 months back. Entry price 4.82. You see another few more bullish. I think it's kind of like went up a little bit more already. I mean, from when we got a screenshot, I think it started to reverse back up as we see now bullish signals coming out already. All right. Okay, so let me share with you guys. So it's gone up by about 11.2% in about 2 months. I think counting has gone up probably a little bit more already. All right. But let's take a look at this date right here. Right. So there are 2 ways you can use this system. All right. The first way is to say you can simply type the name of any stock into the system, and you can, in a few seconds, have a quick opinion based on the bullish or even bearish signals like, that you see, right? The next way is you can actually do a scan. All right. So, I mean, every day you can do a scan. Normally, we do it every 3 days as well. But for example, let me show you guys like the 1st November 2023. Just a couple of months back, entry price 4.82. All right, so somebody might ask you, hey, entry price 4.82, like, hey, where you get one, you drop from the sky or what, right? Well, of course, the system give it to us, we have programmed it and all the algorithm and all that, right? So remember 1st November, 4.82. And what happens is this, you can see that for the system right here, there's this box called open screener. Click on it. And there's this screener box that comes out. Let me just remove the background so it's a bit clearer. All right. And you can see that normally we want to scan for like last trading day or last 3 days ago. But just for the example, let me show you like what happens on the 1st of November, 2023, right? A bullish signal right here. Sembcorp industry came out. I mean, that's the reason why that signal is there in the first place. All right. I mean, if you scan out the day, it will come out. That's the reason why that green arrow is on the chart. Are you guys going to All right. And yeah, so 1st November 2023, 1GT bullish. Entry price 4.819, about 4.82. Right? So that's pretty much how it scans out as well. You can do it every few days just to scan out and pull out some of those winning stocks, right? So 1st November 2023, and that's the reason why that signal is there. So all these signals are all real life signal. The rest from this one, all right? Okay, very good. So what stocks do you want covered? I mean, I also want to do a quick, just a quick live case study. Maybe let's take a look at the Singapore market first, right? The Singapore market, later maybe look at a bit of US here some time, but do me a favor, guys, just type 1 or 2 Singapore stock, step by step, Singapore stocks that you want a quick opinion on. Let me just pull out the system, right? Type 1 or 2 Singapore stock that, let's see how it plays out on the 1GT system and see what it says, right? Let me go ahead. Type 1 or 2 Singapore stocks. Go ahead, guys. Singapore first, Singapore later, then we talk about US. Right? Any single stock that say, guys, you can simply type the name of any stock and we'll see what it says. So, wow, guys, so there's so many of these stocks. Let me just try to pick the most popular one, or maybe some that I think has the potential to push up a bit higher. Can guys, so I think there's so many. Hopefully you guys can also ownself do yourself, type the name yourself if you have access to this system, right? Okay, so Singapore, iFast, a lot. Let me just choose. Okay, let me choose, guys, okay? Let me do my best. I'll try to pick my 2 or 3, okay? Seems like iFast, SIA, Comfort, Genting, Franken, SIA. Okay, let me, how many of you? iFast seems like a pretty good stock. Would it be okay? I just type iFast, right? So top left-hand corner, you can just type iFast right here and just click on it. You can see this is iFast right over here. So this is the 1GT system. This is why you might be confused. Hey, how come like empty one? How come like you don't have the arrow one? I haven't clicked yet. So you can see that this box right over here called the 1GT, right? So just click on it, you can see, that's where the signals all start to come out, right? Plus the algorithm work behind the scene, right? So you can see it's free to click, open, close, like that, huh? So that's how the signals start to come out. So let's look at iFast, right? iFast, okay. One of those stocks that we like as well, but you could see that iFast was, let's take a look in 2021. Look at this, right? So that was in January 2021. Very strong bullish signal, pop, all the way. Another bullish entry signal, all right? But let's take a look at the sell down at the beginning of 2022, right? So as I say, guys, you can go up and up, but when you see like bearish signal, look at these guys. At the end of 2021, when in the US market, we had like the whole, inflationary, the tech stock sold off, that was where we got bearish signals coming out, right? From green turn to red bar. Look at this, wow. So if you see like a bearish signal coming out after moving up a lot, you want to be careful. Another bearish signal, all the way down. Another bearish signal, all the way. It sold from like $10 all the way down to like $4. Bearish signal, pump. All right, until, wow, look at this. That was in 27 October 2022. Wow, we got a bullish, look at this, all the way down. Another bullish signal, all the way back up again, right? That was like, wow, how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think at least 20 days of it going up. Finally, you get an exit, right? So this is like an exit, not really bearish exit, just means, white arrow pointing down. That's where you could see a little bit of selling. It's good to also lock in some profit, especially if I've got in terms of a bullish move up. All right. Well, if you see like a bearish signal, then it's a bit more bearish. All right. So let's take a look at it. Then you can see bearish signal coming out again. Down. Let's take a look where we are right now. So I think somewhere around like last year, we had some bullish signal. You can see right now the trend bar has turned in June from red to green color, and it got somewhere around like 11 July last year. Bullish signals coming out, All right. A little bit of a bearishness, a short term consolidate a little bit, but you can see bearish, another bullish green arrow pointing up. Consolidate. Wow, look at this, right? This was a pretty good move on the 26th of October. I think we broke the $6 all the way up, and we got to exit. Now we are pretty much consolidating, but you can see a couple of bullish signals that are still playing out. I think it's just pretty much consolidating. I think if we can break maybe the 850 level, that is where I think it might start to push even higher to the next phase. All right, so that is iFast, right? One of the stocks that we like as well. I think it's still in our watch list, but now it's pretty much just moving sideways. Let's see. Wow, guys, so many stocks. Oh, Bcom, Genting Sing. Let's set. Sorry. Can you guys hear me so far? All right. Genting Singapore. All right, let's see. Okay, let me just choose Genting Singapore right here. So you can just type the name of Genting Singapore. Where is it? Right here. Click on it. Karen. Okay, later we look at Franken. Let's take a look at Genting Sing. Genting Sing is one of those stocks we like as well. I mean, in fact, like since last year in 2022, look at these guys. I mean, it was a green bar and we got bullish signal in 20 October. Exit, another bullish signal. Wow, just went up from like what, 80 cents to all the way up until like $1.12. Look at these guys. Now we have bearish signals coming out. So once you see red arrow coming out, you want to be prepared to get out, right? You can start to look at this all the way down. Wow, look at this all the way down. Another bearish signal, all the way down. Let's take a look at where we are. So I think went all the way down. The trend bar has turned from red to green somewhere around like 2 months back in November. And we got bullish signals coming out. Look at this, right? Bullish signal, 26 October. I think another bullish signal started to push up a little bit more. All right, so not too bad. I think the trend has kind of like reversed a little bit for Genting Sing, and we got some bullish entry signals coming in. All right, that's where you could take a look at it. I think right now there are no new bullish signal coming out, but if it comes out again, I think that could lead that whole upside reversal. All right, what does 1GT checkbox mean? Oh, that's just the box to show the signals, right? The signals. So if you don't want to show it, you can just this is a blank chart, right? So you just click on it and it will show. All right, so you can type the name of any stocks into the system. So just one more, guys. Let me just choose one more. I think Franken is is one of those that we like as well. Let me just choose Franken right over here. All right, Franken. Let's see. Right, so you can see you can turn it on and off. Right, so if you off it, then it's just like a normal chart. But of course, once you turn it on, you get more insights. All right, so let's turn it on here. Franken, all right, Franken. So one of those stocks that sort of quite badly as well. Look at this, right? So when you see like bearish signal, look at these guys, all the way down. Another bearish signal, all the way down. All right, it was just pretty much a downtrend since July 2022, down. All right, until let's zoom in until where we are right now. All right, so get a couple of bearish signals as well, just like consolidating. All right, and you can see maybe somewhere around here. All right. August 2023, right here, we got a bullish signal. You can see the trend button from red to green. All right, so we are pretty much an uptrend, right? Not just last month, I say somewhere around August, we got bullish signal coming out. Green arrow started to push up more and more. All right, from about 85 cents to about $1.30. I think right now we are just consolidating. All right, consolidating. I think maybe like 120, 125 would be a support. If we break the 140, that's where it might start to push, another higher, right? So yeah, that's where you can simply type the name of any stocks and get a quick opinion, right? So these are some of the Singapore stocks, right? Okay, I tell you what, guys, let's just focus on some maybe US stocks as well, all right? When will the 1GT appear? I'll explain more. Where is the 1GT appear, right? Basically, these are all real life signal, guys, as I mentioned, all right? So just type the name of any stock, but I want to cover some US stocks. So let me know, guys, type 1 or 2 US stocks. All right. Okay, very good. So let's see, right? So US stock, right? So we have covered some Singapore, so you can type the name of any stock. Let's see, we have Tesla, well, CrowdStrike is pretty good. Let's take a look. So US, right? No, right? It works only on stocks. China's a good question. It's only for stocks, Singapore stocks, US stocks, right? Spotify. I think Spotify stocks is one of those that we like. Let's take a look at Spotify. I think all of you use Spotify, right? The music sharing tool, all right? And let's take a look at Spotify. Let's see. Okay, good. So Spotify, you can see that since February last year, oh, look at this, right? This was a downtrend, bearish signal, bearish signal. So if you see like bearish signal, guys, you want to be careful. Probably don't want to buy, all right? Just want to be, you can see it just sold down after a new red arrow coming out. It just goes down, down. Look at this, another bearish signal all the way down. But let's see, maybe somewhere around last year, you can see the trend bar turn from red to green. A bullish signal. Look at this, a green arrow pointing up, and that's where it started to surge up. And a couple of good bullish signals coming out. Look at this, March, April, start to push up, up, up. Let's see where we are right now. Bearishness somewhere in August. Another bullish signal went up. Another bullish signal, all the way up. Now, oh, this is like when 4th of January, just last week, all right? Another bullish signal. It seems like it's starting to move up already, all right, for Spotify. So not too bad, not too bad. I think if it goes up a little bit more and we see like an exit signal, that is where it could guide you to also get out. I mean, take some profit because that's where some selling is coming back as well. Especially if you see like a red arrow coming out, like a bearish signal, like, you know, like some of those bearish signals that I talk about, then you want to be careful. We might see some short-term weakness. All right, so that's Spotify. Not too bad. Let's take a look at a few more other US stock. Maybe one more. Let's see. So maybe I'll just try to choose some of the more popular one. Meta. I think Meta platform sounds good. Meta platform is one of those stocks that we caught for as well. Let's see. Facebook. I think all of you know Facebook, right? Let's take a look. All right, Meta platforms. Let's see. All right, so okay, you can see this is Meta platforms, right? So these are all the signals that are shown. You can see that somewhere around like last year. So you can see 2022 was a pretty bad year for the markets, right? Most of the stocks are just selling down. Red arrow just coming out and pump down. Red arrow pump down, right? It's just bearishness, you know, bearish signals coming out and just hits lower and lower until last year. Well, the trend has turned and we got bullish. Wow, look at this, right? This was on 3rd of Jan last year. Pump. Bullish signal just coming out. Let me just zoom in where we are right now. I think most recent one was the 1st of November. Exit, came back down a little bit. Another bullish signal on the 8th of December. Went up, got an exit. I think, wow, right now, I think just recently on the 9th of January. 9th of January is when? I think just last week, all right? A few days back, 9th of January, got a bullish signal. I think past 3 days, it started to push up. So not too bad. It seems like this bullish signal is starting to play out. We might push towards the 400, maybe get an exit and then pull back a bit, maybe get another bullish signal. All right, so that is Meta platforms, right? So yeah, I think pretty much, guys, that is the 1GT system. You can simply type the name of any stocks into the system, and within a few seconds, you can see whether are there bullish or bearish signals to guide you, all right, whether to get in or get out. How many feel that this can be pretty helpful? Type H for helpful if you feel that could be really helpful just by, you know, in a few seconds, just by looking at the bearish. I think if you see bearish, as I say, please be careful. Don't anyhow go and buy. If you see bullish, then you probably feel a little bit more confident if you already think about buying, all right? Oh, what does white arrow means? Oh, good question. Sorry, let me do it. So basically, you can see like this. Okay, by the way, there's a legend right over here. Sorry, I forgot to mention. You can see a white arrow down. That is a bullish exit. All right, bullish exit. So for example, based on this bullish entry, this white arrow down is a bullish exit. That means it's an exit for that previous bullish entry. Does it make sense? So it's a little bit more like some profit taking is coming. So you can probably get out first. Not saying it will crash all the way down, but just there's some selling. You can probably get out first. And you can see after this exit, it actually went down a little bit. And then we got a bullish entry signal coming out and went up again. Does it make sense? All right. So that's a bullish exit signal. All right. So let me just shift this up back now. And let's move on to the slides right now. We'll try to cover things a bit more. All right. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look, guys, at what some of my graduates are saying about the 1GT system. Good question, guys. I'll come to that a bit into how you can have access to this system as well, but there'll be a Q&A, so make sure you stay all the way to the end, right? That is really something I want to share with you guys, okay? Let's take like what Cynthia is saying, right? Your system is indeed explosive, 1.1K profit in 2 days. His system works big time. We have Chan saying that his 15K profit from Scano AEM up $15,000. Next, we have Gary saying that 1GT saved a lot of time and I diligently look at the screener. I wouldn't now blindly buy anything. Some of them are saying, Fook as well, saying that more than mid back the cost fee in only 2 weeks. Even saying like feng shui. Feng shui. No, not feng shui, guys. This is a proven system based on some very, very specific set of criteria and algorithm. All right, so it's not feng shui. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, we have a Wong saying as well, after watching a video and using the 1GT screener, I've already made back the masterclass fee, first win after almost a year. All right, so yes, we have pretty much, guys, covered all the secrets, number 1, number 2, and number 3. All right, so let me ask you guys a question, right? If you have followed what I've shown you in secret number 1 and secret number 2, and we go through every single step of the framework, affirming the trend, entering the right zones and all that, and we go on to secret number 3, which pulls out those gems, those high winning probability gems. Like you have seen, right? That guides us even more. Do you think you could be successful, right? Type S, guys, type S for successful. You think you could be successful if you've done secret number 1 and 2 and even gone to secret number 3 whereby you have a system. Type S. If you think that, yeah, perhaps you could be successful. Type S for successful. S. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sebastian, Peter, Hak Chai, Sophia, Lillian, Bram, Jolly. Thank you so much. All right, very good. So how many of you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed because we have covered so much today, all right? Type yes in chat if you have covered so much today, all right? Okay, I know there's some questions, guys, so not to worry, there'll be a Q&A, so make sure you stay all the way to the end, all right? And I'll try to cover everything, but let me just try to go through the presentation first, all right? Thank you so much. Let's move on. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. That's all I can teach you in an hour. But if you would like for me to, I think some of you are asking about the system and all that, right? So if you'd like for me to teach you even more, in fact, if you'd like for me to help you accomplish what we have been talking about here, can I have your permission, guys, to, for the next 20 minutes or so, to share with you a program that I truly think can help you achieve your goals much faster? Would it be okay if I share with you what the entire program is about so that you can decide if it's a right fit for you? Type C for cool, guys. Type C for cool if I have your permission to review to you this program that I truly think can, be very, very valuable and beneficial to you, or I can help you achieve your goals in the stock market so much faster. Type C for cool if that is cool with you. Type C for cool. All right, cool. C. Thank you so much, Hak Chai, Sebastian. Let's go. So revealing to you this program that I call the One Good Trend Bootcamp, right? One Good Trend Bootcamp. All right. So here's the thing, right? Here's what one of my students, John Tan, has to say about this entire framework. And John is a 76-year-old gentleman in Singapore. And before he learned the framework, he has no idea what stocks to buy. And he was just buying and holding and waiting, right? And what he says is this. I mean, there's a video, guys, but I'm just going to summarize it. And what he says is this, right? This is definitely a very powerful course, all right? And I believe it's going to help a lot of people. Based on his strategy, I doubt one will fail. I'm sure I can make good profits, 40% to 50% gains in time to come. I'm not surprised as I've already made some gains. So the point here is this, right? If even a 76-year-old gentleman can do it, anyone can do it, right? I believe in keeping things simple, as you can see right over here, and it's just about practicing, but practicing the right formula, the right trades. All right, so let me show you guys what we get in the One Good Trend Bootcamp, right? What is this One Good Trend Bootcamp about, right? The first thing you get is what we call the One Good Trend 2 days bootcamp. So what is this? Well, guys, this is a live Zoom, all right, online Zoom, pretty much what we're doing right now, right? Live Zoom online training so that you can learn live in the comfort of your own home and you don't have to travel anywhere. So the dates of the bootcamp will be next Saturday and Sunday, 27 and 28. Let me just go ahead to place the dates in the chat as well. 27 and 28 January, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. next Saturday and Sunday. So go ahead to check your calendar, guys. Hopefully you can make it, guys, as we don't do this often. All right, this is the upcoming one next Saturday and Sunday, 27 and 28, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right, and check your dates right now to see. Hopefully you can make it. And by the way, I think some of you are like asking if you're not able to make it, what will be the next batch and all that. Well, the next batch, in case you're asking, will be on the, but hopefully you can make it for the current batch, right? Because, we want to make sure that you don't miss this window of opportunity that I mentioned, right? So next batch, guys, will be on the 2nd and 3rd of March, right? Saturday and Sunday as well, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. But hopefully you can make this batch 27, 28 Jan 2024, just next Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You definitely don't want to miss out. All right, so what is this? This is the entire live training, guys, on Zoom, like what we're doing right now, where I will show you how to trade the trend of any counter. All right, when to get in and get out, you are going to like hear me speak, see my mouse move as I show you step by step how to do it. It's going to be interactive, guys, no BS, it's hands-on, non-theory, real-life stuff. We look at real-life case studies as well. You can ask questions before we move into each new topic so that at the end of this training, guys, you can pull out any single stock and form an opinion when to buy, when to sell, when to get out in less than 10 seconds. All right. And this is valued at $2,997. All right. Okay. Next, before I move on, guys, I just want to go back to make sure you know and understand who this bootcamp is for, right? It works for you guys if you have not started yet, all right? And you're new to the stock market, I'll handhold you and show you how to do it step by step. And even if you have some experience, I think some of you are saying like S and E just now, right? Experience, great, right? I'll show you how to tighten up your trading plan even more for even higher rewards. And this works for you guys if you are like a stock market investor or fundamental investor. You might say like, I normally hold for like, 5-year, 10-year kind of thing. Great. Also, nothing wrong with that, right? But do you think you'll make a difference if you know how the stock is looking on the charts as well. And it could help you time your entry and exit even better, rather than find out after like 5 or 10 years that you got in on the wrong stock. Does it make sense? Right? So basically, guys, it's for anyone who want to take a performance in the stock market to a whole new level. All right. And number two, what you'll be getting is this, right? Decoding a 740K trend trading strategy. All right. Remember, guys, how I got out of a 740K debt all through the stock market with my proven strategy? So here's where I will decode my entire one good trend strategy live. I'll show you move by move, guys, how to analyze, draw the lines, pull out the indicators. You do it together with me live at the bootcamp, and I've taken things, all the things out that do not work. We only focus on things that actually do work. All right, that's number two. Okay, and yeah, you will be able to download the PDF slides as well before we begin each day of the bootcamp. And of course, we'll be going through some live case studies, real life stocks, and you will be able to download like all the whiteboard images and things that I draw on my whiteboard, the diagrams and everything. And I would say that the value of this will be about $4,000, even though I know it's worth a whole lot more. Right? I mean, it's help me come up with a 740K debt. All right. Okay. Next. What do you get this, guy? Number one good trend 2 days boot camp. And number two, decoding a 740K trend trading strategy, right? So that you can affirm the trend, ride it, and maximize your profits along the way. And this brings the total value to about $7,000. All right. So the days of the boot camp, guys, I place it in the chat. 27 and 28 Jan, Saturday, Sunday, next Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Right? Okay. Next, number three, you're going to get all the roadmap, cheat sheets, and checklists, resources that me and my team use on a daily basis that we have developed in-house, right? And I'm even going to straight up give you the Excel sheets that me and my team use. And all this is going to significantly, guys, save you a ton of time and money, because I've done all the work, all the heavy lifting for you, and you will not miss any single step. And this is valued at about $500. All right. Number four, what else do you need, guys? What if I have to give you guys lifetime access to this private group called Stock Market Elite, so that after the live bootcamp for life, right, you will be supported through the community. All right, and this where you will be able to ask questions, and all my graduates from all my other courses and events will be there as well. You can ask questions, you can place your analysis there, so that graduates, my team, and myself can guide you, and you will be able to hone your trading skills further and be handheld after the bootcamp as well. All right, and you can also motivate one another and share your wins and results. And also leave me a review like this. Look, think about this, right? The market or stock market can be quite lonely at times, right? You look at the market, you look at you don't know what to do. So that's where we pull one another up as well in this private community, right? Let's think like what some of my students are saying, right? Tan is saying that it's a hands-on coaching, Han Wei, technology to scan, Jason, learning from the master, Angela, you are the real deal. Chicken is saying that you explain the concept behind the system. Exactly, guys, that's what we'll do, right? We'll actually explain the concept, the whole entire framework behind the system, right? In a bootcamp before we use the system, right? It's not just about, doing it blindly, you don't even know what's happening, right? No, all right? So we'll come cover the framework behind before we use the system. All right, that's number four. Okay, so let me go ahead to share with you exactly what we get, right? You're going to get the one good trend 2 days bootcamp, decoding a 740K trend trading strategy, the roadmap, cheat sheet and checklist, the graduates community, and this brings the total value to $7,491. All right. Number five, all right, I think this is the reason why you're here, right? You're going to get free 6 months access to what we call the 1GT system. So you've seen the videos, guys. We have some live case studies on the stock that you guys are asking about as well. The signals we've got, the gains that we've generated, 68.5% gain in 5 months, 27.5% gain in 2 weeks. I've done all the heavy lifting and hard work, right? And I've hired my developer, literally spending more than $30,000 developing this from scratch, back testing, so that when you use this system, like what we've shown you guys, not only will you save time and money I spent to develop it, you could also save what could be months or years of wasted time and money, because you are doing it right the first time. You are guided on getting in and out, right? Liam, what will happen after the free 6 months? Good question. I'll come to that in a bit, right? In the next few slides, I'll definitely come to that. Good question. All right. Yeah. Let's move on. So what is this 1GT system? To recap, guys, for this 1GT system, like I've shown you guys, we are able to scan, as I said, we can scan out, and we can pull out winners in less than a few seconds and write on them whether is it a reversal or stock that's already bullish to write even more, right? As I mentioned, these are all real life signals, right? And more importantly, you can be guided on when to get in and get out. I think all of you type O for out, all right? It's not about getting in and getting in. You need to know what stock is it, when to get in, plus when to get out. These three things, any one of them is missing, No, you can't make money in stock market. Does it make sense? All right. So this is the 1GT system, right? So you see right over here, and as I mentioned, you can simply type the name of any stocks into the system and get a quick opinion, whether is it bullish or bearish, right? So if you see like bearish signal, you probably want to be careful. If you see like a bullish signal, great, all right? That's where you can be a bit more confident, all right? And can you see how much time it can save you and how powerful it is? It can warn you to get out, especially if you see like a bearish signal. I mean, look at this, like this is like, what is this? Oh, SIA, right? One of the stocks that, has been pushing up since last year, or went all the way up, and then we got bearish signals just coming out, and it sold down from like $8 to $6 once we had this bearish signal. So, that is how it can guide you to get out as well, not just about this holding on all the way back down. Does it make sense? All right. And I seriously do not put a value to it, but I'll just put it at $1,997. All right. So not only when to get in, but when to get out. And that is critical. All right. Okay. Number 6 is this, guys. I'll review to you my other one explosive trade strategy. In short, it's called 1ET. Different, guys. That one was all this what I shared with you guys was 1G, one good trend, 1GT. So I only have 2 strategies. Okay, the one good trend which I pretty much just shared with you guys, and the other one will be one explosive trade, 1ET. Right. So guys, if you like what you've seen for the one good trend, then you haven't seen the real thing yet. All right. All these what people have been talking about, low risk, high probability. Nothing wrong, good, right? But what about the potential? All right, what about potential? You win how much? 5%, 10%, 20%? Right? No one talks about potential. And in this one exclusive trade, 1ET, my second strategy, we are talking about huge potential. And that is pretty much what I'll review to you in the one good trend bootcamp. Low risk, high probability, and extremely high potential. All right, this is the 1ET strategy. I'll show you guys, and this is valued at $2,997. And remember, guys, how I got out of a 740K debt in about 2.5 years. So my one good trend strategy helped. I mean, it helped, right? You write the trend, you maximize your profits along the way. Nothing wrong, right? But guys, to be honest, what really made it like easier or faster, okay, was actually the 1ET, the one explosive trade strategy, right? So in this 2 days live Zoom bootcamp, next Saturday, Sunday, 27 and 28 January, all right, please the date right there, 27, 28 January, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. guys, I'm going to share with you, all right, this 1ET framework and the power of this secret strategy, and I'm sure it will benefit you, right? I normally don't share it, but for this batch, I'll share it to you guys, all right? This is only for my inner circle members, but I'm going to review to you this strategy at the bootcamp as well. All right. Okay, let's go. Number 7. Okay, this is something totally new, guys. We have decided just to add this only for this batch to make this offer a super no-brainer. All right. So you get lifetime private group coaching by us to make sure you get more support after the bootcamp and some of our best ideas, right? This is so that, after the bootcamp, you can be supported and handheld further. And you can also ask questions in this private Zoom sessions, right? Private group coaching lifetime on Zoom. I would say priceless, all right? And that's number 7. Okay, so let me go through what you're going to get, guys. You're going to get the one good trend 2 days bootcamp, decoding a 740K trend trading strategy, the roadmap, cheat sheet checklist, graduate community, the 1GT system, the one explosive trade strategy revealed, the lifetime group coaching so that you can be handheld further after the bootcamp, all right? And this brings the total value of all these things, 7 things, to about $12,485, right? Obviously, guys, I'm not going to charge you $12,485, right? But if I did charge you $12,485, and if all it did, guys, was to finally get you a proven, profitable framework, all right, so that you know how to trade the stock market with absolute clarity, confidence, knowing exactly when to get in, when to get out, would it be worth it to you? Right? And if all it did, guys, was to allow you to use a system to potentially make gains, like I've shown you guys, right? 68.5% gain in or what? 84.1% gain in a matter of months, sometimes weeks. Would it be worth $12,485? And finally, guys, if all it did was to allow you to, fire your boss and give you not just the financial freedom, but also the time freedom to do the things that you love, do you think it will be worth $12,485? Type W, guys, type W for worth. If you feel that, yeah, it could be worth it, right? It could be probably worth it if it's allow you to do all these 3. Type W for worth it, all right? Okay, so in one of my live events, guys, I asked my students, how much do they think it was worth? And here's what actually happened. Let me just play you this quick video, right? Thank you. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much, guys. All right, okay. Oh, these are my students. They're awesome bunch of people, all right? Awesome bunch of people, all right? Okay, guys, raise your hands. You are now in the third and final day of pre-skill training lesson. Raise your hands. Wow, thank you. So how many of you now know how to pretty much form an opinion, all right? And in less than 3 minutes, you know exactly when to enter and exit with precision. Raise your hands, come on. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much, right? All right. How many of you will agree that this explosive training strategy, all right, that I've completely imparted to you guys, all right, completely imparted to you guys, all right, is indeed, powerful and we can make some serious gains with it. How many will agree? Raise your hand. Yes. Wow, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, let me ask you guys this question, right? What if I were to offer you guys 100%, all right, money back guarantee, 100% money back guarantee, right? However, you're not able to implement, all right, any of the strategies, any of the blueprint, any of the system, every single asset, everything that I imparted to you, okay, that we have learned over the 2.5 days, all right? Is there any one of you who want your money back? No. Anyone? No. Okay, thank you guys. I didn't forget this, right, guys? Okay, live, okay. What if I were to offer you 2 times money back? What do you want? 3 months. Okay, I would like to invite, all right, all of you to stand, all right, to stand. If and only if, right, you feel that I completely over-delivered, I give you everything and you gain immense value from this program. I'd like to invite all of you to stand. Thank you very much. If and only if. Thank you so much. Thank you for all right, guys. So, when I did this event, all right, I had many of my students come up to me and say, like, crazy, you're crazy, right? I was like, why do you say that? Well, they say that they have never been to an event whereby at the end of the event, all right, the trainer will like offer them their money back like many times, right? Well, number one, I say is that, I don't need your money. Number two is because I know how much it is worth if implemented. I mean, the truth, guys, is that you can learn theory, you can watch YouTube videos, but if you don't put anything into action, how much is it worth? Well, it's worth nothing, right? So the question is, how much is it worth if implemented? All right. And all of them, yes, right. All of them paid close to $4,000 to be there. I mean, to be exact, guys, it's like $3,900. You can see right up here, which is the price point for all my live events. All right. So you can see why it's a good deal at $3,900. But here's the thing, guys, even though I could charge that amount, you're not going to invest that amount because we have taken things virtually, as you can see, right? This entire 2 days live boot camp is now over Zoom, like what we're doing right now, and you can learn in the comfort of your own home, in your pajamas. I no longer need to send like my team and myself to like a physical event, book a hotel, a ballroom, pay for lunch and tea break and all that stuff, right? And because you're on this very web class, right, you are also not going to invest $2,997, right? I know, guys, I mean, it's tough times, okay? I know it's tough times, right? The cost of living is rising, there's inflation everywhere, everything seems to be more expensive, we have economic uncertainty and all that, right? So I just want to make it easier, right, for everyone here, all right? So you can get started right now, guys, for only $1,997. Singapore dollars, $1,997. So here are the dates of the bootcamp. You can just hang in there, guys. Here are the dates of the bootcamp. All right, 27 and 28 January 2024. Next Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right, and I placed the dates in the chat. And I've never done this price point, guys, until COVID, which allows us to conduct our training more virtually, which people are more familiar as well, right? So this is to cater for all of you to learn conveniently in the comfort of your own home, right? So these are the dates: next Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., right? Just hang in there, right? Next, here's the thing, guys. I'm going to give you an action-based money back guarantee, which basically is this, right? If you attend the first day, right, the first day of the live Zoom bootcamp. I mean, there are 2 days, right? So then the first day, and you go through all the trainings, all the hands-on practice, and participate actively. You follow the steps and you implement the strategy. How to pay, right? Hang in there, right? I'm going to share with you something very, very exciting. All right, Jack, good question. Okay, at the end of the first day, right? If you've committed to do it well, and you've given your best effort, and you don't find any value, email us for a full refund. How's that for you guys? That's how confident I know that this live 2 days bootcamp will change the way that you look at the stock market forever, all right? And by the way, guys, please don't join. I mean, please don't join if you're not serious in putting in the effort to learn and to make it work. You're just here to try, look, see, then please don't join, all right? But this is an action-based money-back guarantee, all right? I'll come to that in a bit, Jinjie, right? So let me just move on to this, right? I want to reward fast action takers. And those of you who are serious in doing this, like Jinjie, all right? You can make it for the genuine bits, all right? Let me share with you guys this very super no-brainer special offer, because I find that people who are successful are those that get started, all right? They jump, they take a leap of faith, and they move forward, all right? And I want to encourage that behavior, all right? So I want to give you a very special offer. Type O for very special offer. O for offer, guys. If you want a very special offer and of course some bonuses as well, type O in the chat if you want a very special offer and some bonuses, right? Only for the first 5 of you, all right? Or you take action in the next 10 minutes. My team is going to track and you're going to get this very special offer and this bonuses as well. Let me just place the timer right over here. So my team is going to track, all right, first 5 of you all in the next 10 minutes, all right over here, all right? And some of you might be asking me, how do I know whether I'm in the top 5 or the next 10 minutes? Well, not to worry, guys. If you are able to access this payment page, which I'll show you guys and give you the link in a bit, then you're in the top 5. You will get access to all the bonuses and of course this very special offer. All right. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. Only for the first 5 of you, or in the next 10 minutes, right? And to make sure, guys, you want to take action fast, as I say, right? If you don't want to miss this very small window of opportunity, all right, you want to take action fast. For the first 5 of you, or in the next 10 minutes, here's what I'm going to do. All right, next 9 minutes, 20 seconds, right? Here's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to take away another $1,000 off because you guys sat all the way here, and that's something I truly appreciate. All right, let me just get the link right now. All right, that is the link, onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. All right, so that is the date again, guys. 27 and 28 January, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Some of you might not be able to make it. Well, the next batch, all right, hopefully you can make it. If not, the next batch will be on the 2nd and 3rd of March 2024. You can make payment first, lock it in this very special offer, and just email to us, and we'll take note of the batch which you can come for in March. All right, if you're not able to make it for the 27 and 28 January. All right, so that is the link, onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. And guys, I can assure you that the price will not go any lower than this in case you're thinking you'll go down some more. No, all right, this is the ultimate lowest, all right, Singapore dollars, $997. Click on the link, onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. All right, and that's where you will actually come to this page. Right over here, you can enter your name, your email. There's some testimonials and reviews, like what many people are saying. This is what you get as well. One Good Trend, 2 days bootcamp. You can see the dates are right here. 27, 28 Jan, Saturday, Sunday. The time is here. This is what you get. Number 3, number 4, everything that we'll be sharing. And of course, some bonuses, which I'll reveal to you only for the first 5 of you, or in the next 7 minutes and 55 seconds, right? So this is the page. Click on the link, and pretty much that's where you will go to. All right. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so that's link, onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. Let me just place the link in the chat as well. Type yes, guys, in chat if you can see the link and the link is working. Type yes in chat if everything is working fine. All right. So let me show you guys this thing, right? So here's the thing, guys. If you take a look at this amount, all right, $997. All right, let me see, $997. If you take a look at it, right, and you divide it by, I don't know, 1 year, it's 12 months, or 365 days, right? 365 days. That is about like $2.73 a day. I mean, that's like you can't even buy a Starbucks with that, right? So the point I want to make, guys, is that either way, you're still paid. All right, either you pay me by learning it through me, by learning it through my mistakes, so that you don't have to pay and go out there and try to figure things out on your own, and learn it the hard way by making the mistake through trial and error. Does it make sense? All right, so that is pretty much the very special offer. All right, $997 for the first 5 of you, or the next 10 minutes. I think some of you have already came on board, guys. Make sure you take action fast if you want to get in quick on this very special offer and the bonuses that will be coming up right now. All right, next. Bonus number 1. The first bonus you can get is what we call the monthly age, right? So what about to give you guys not just the training and the framework and teach you how to fish, but I also gave you the fishes directly so that you don't have to spend hours to research. So what is this, the monthly age? Well, the monthly age is a premium subscription service where my people are paying like $97 a month, and that's where I will review my hand-selected portfolio of top stocks in the US. I say again, in the US market, all right? And this is valued at $597. So there'll be a live call at the end of the month at Saturday at 10 a.m. That's where I'll share like 2 new US stocks. We have a private video at the beginning of the month, and you get access to like this secret Google sheet that contains all the top 20, 30 over stocks in the US market. As part of this, the monthly age service, right? Free 6 months access. First 5 of you or in the next 10 minutes, right? Congratulations. I think some of you have got it. Awesome. All right. Okay, next we have bonus. Yeah, the monthly age as well. So this is worth $597 for those of you who are serious and decisive, and you know this is for you. You have about 5 minutes left. All right, 5 minutes left. Open a new tab right now. www.onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. All right, first 5 of you or in the next 10 minutes, next 5 minutes or so. All right. Okay, next, the second bonus you can get is this, right? What if I to give you guys access to the US, Hong Kong, China market, and also global indices for my 1GT system? All right, so that was pretty much the Singapore market that we talked about, right? And to be honest, we used to charge for each of the different markets as, you know, there are costs involved for the server, the algorithm, but I'm going to give you access to these markets for free for 6 months so that you can also find winning stocks. You can simply type the name of any stocks in the US market, in any of these markets, and get an opinion in less than a few seconds, right? Just by looking at the bullish or even bearish signals, just like what we've covered. Think about how powerful is that, right? And this is valued at $1,997, right? onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. Go to get started right now. All right, let's move it. And we have the third bonus number 3, right? Which is this, right? What if I to give you guys access to the entire recordings of the 2 days live Zoom bootcamp happening on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, the entire 2 days live Zoom bootcamp will be recorded, and you don't have to be afraid that, you know, you miss any parts. You can simply refer back to the replay to clarify your understanding after the bootcamp as well. All right. So for the first 5 of you, or in the next 4 minutes, right? Next 4 minutes, right? Okay, let me just, I think some of you are asking for a little bit more time. I'll just add a few more minutes, guys. All right, so make sure you're fast. In fact, more than 5 of you already. Thank you so much. Congratulations for those of you who already got in. All right. For those of you who are still on the fence, right? If you don't want to miss out on this very small window of opportunity, get in fast. I'll see you at the bootcamp. All right, and you get this very special offer and all these 3 bonuses, right? So let me just go ahead to share with you whatever you're going to get as part of the One Good Trend bootcamp. All right, the investment right now is only Singapore dollars $997 to get all these bonuses. All right, and some of you are asking just now, right? What happens after the free 6 months access to the 1GT system and the monthly age? Good questions. Not to worry, guys. We have a package after the 2 days live bootcamp if you would like to continue after the free 6 months. Not to worry, that will definitely be shared at the end of the bootcamp. All right, we'll definitely share that. But first thing first, get in, learn on the bootcamp. All right, get started, learn the framework, use the system, try it out. And that's where it will change the way that you look at the stock market. All right, okay, good. So first 5 of you or in the next 7 minutes. I think we already got more than 5, right? So just be quick, guys. We want to keep the class small, so make sure you are quick. So in other words, guys, let me cover whatever you're going to get as part of this One Good Trend bootcamp. All right, One Good Trend 2 days bootcamp, decoding a 740K trend trading strategy, the roadmap, cheat sheet checklist, graduates community, the 1GT system, the One Explosive Trade Strategy reviewed, the lifetime group coaching. The first bonus you can get is the monthly age, whereby you get my top hand-selected portfolio of US stocks. All right, free 6 months access. Second bonus is free 6 months access to the US, Hong Kong, China market, and also global indices, right? So you can also find winning stocks in these markets, all right? And the top bonus is the entire recording of the 2 days live Zoom bootcamp, all right? Okay, very good. So we have Peter, join one. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon at bootcamp. For those of you who already got in, all right? In fact, we have more than 5. I'll just add in a few more. For those of you who are keen, lock it in fast, all right? onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. The class will be next Saturday and Sunday, 27 and 28 Jan, all right, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That is the dates again. I'll see you guys real soon for those of you who already logged it in, all right? Congratulations. Okay, let's see. Okay, So fast action takers, you will be getting this very, very special offer that I mentioned, right? Singapore dollars, $997. And these 3 bonuses, and there are like 5 minutes left. I just added a few more minutes for those of you who are thinking about it, right? onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. That is the link again, all right? Right over here, okay? And so as I say, once you click on the link, you can come onto this page, and that's where you can enter your name, your email, all right? You can make a payment through credit card. You can see all the details on this page right over here, all right? Okay, so that is the link, onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so you can get started right now, guys, for only $997. As I can say, guys, at this price point, it will not stay like this for long, right? Because many of our students and mentees, they have told us that there's super value. And as I mentioned, right, all my mentees in live events, courses, all of them pay close to $4,000, $3,900 to be exact, right? So if you don't take advantage of this very, very super no-brainer offer, all right, and the bonuses as well, get started right now. Next Saturday and Sunday, I will see you at the bootcamp. All right. Okay. Finally, guys, Q&A time. I know there's a lot of questions, right? So go ahead, guys, to type your questions. I'll go through them one by one. I'll just drink some water. All right, and we'll come back and we go for Q&A. And for those of you who have already logged in your spot for the bootcamp, great. All right. If not, you can use this short break to lock it in ASAP before we close, before we take the offer and the bonuses down. All right. But let me just drink some water before we come back for Q&A session. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right. Just let me play a quick video. I'll see you guys. All right.
Yes, everybody can understand anybody. And I wish I had known about all this before trading, before I start to trade. I feel that the other courses or seminars that I attended, they try to impress the attendees. So they make it very complicated, they draw a lot of things, but Joey make it very simple. He's trying to tell us that trading is actually not that difficult. And I think it totally changed everything that I know about trading. I think if you're a newbie, then you're very lucky. You should have attended this before you even have an account. Yeah, because if you're a newbie, you don't need to reprogram your mind. You just follow whatever Joey says. It's simple. You don't need to overanalyze using a lot of different methods that people teach you. Just follow this. Yeah. Everything Joey just explained it very simply to us. And it's weird that it's so simple yet it's effective. For other courses or programs I've been to, they do a lot of things and it complicates me and it makes me think more when things are actually so much simpler. So I recommend it to anybody.
Before I attend this program, I'm trading aimlessly. I don't know how to plan a trade. I don't know when to exit. I'll just put the trade and then just close my eyes and then just hope for better tomorrow. But after attending this program, I know what to look out for, the indicators, and I will understand that where is it heading, the downtrend, uptrend, the resistance line, the support line. This really helped me to understand where my stock is moving. And then I can plan ahead when is my stop loss or when the trade is going up. It's simple enough to understand, and if you follow closely to what Joey had taught you, all the signs that to look out for, you can definitely ride on the train and make from there. Oh, definitely will make very serious potential gain. That is why I said it's just a powerful and wonderful strategy. And I wish I could have known this much earlier. I have not seen this anywhere. And Joey had covered it very in-depth, and he make it very simple for us to understand. You just have to follow the step-by-step that he guided you. I find that it shortened my learning curve so much. So, well, there's no word for it. It's just worth it. Yeah, really. I would just encourage anyone to come and sit for the course. And then they will understand how valuable it is knowledge that he's imparting to us.
All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for letting me have this short 2 minutes break to take some water, take a breath. All right, but I saw a lot of you have already gotten. In fact, we have pretty more than 5. We have Wang Ye and Koh Ming Sing, Lillian, Angeline, Steven, Jin Jie, Sophia, Liang, Peter, Richard. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Just one or two more stocks, guys. For those of you who are still on the fence, you want to be fast because you want to keep the class small before we take this offer down. All right. I know there's a lot of questions, guys. I already run through them. Later, we'll go through all the questions. So if you have any questions, guys, go ahead to type in the chat. I will definitely do my best to cover all the questions, right? So thank you so much. Welcome back to this session, right? And let's go into Q&A. But let me do something first before we go into Q&A, right? For those of you who have already enrolled, congratulations, Richard, Stephen, Lillian, Angeline, all right, Sophia. I look forward to see you guys soon, right? But if you are still on the fence thinking about this, I just want to leave you with two questions, right? And the first question is this, right? If not now, if not now, then when? I mean, if not now, then when? When is it ever going to be a right time? And I know that, one radical decision, can be a life-changing moment. And this is one of those moments. If not now, then when? I mean, as I mentioned, guys, this is a very, very small window of opportunity, all right, that you can get it on. Of course, on the market is one thing, on the right stocks is another thing, right? With a system to help you. Very small window of opportunity. If not now, then when? As I say, right, the market waits for no one. The market waits for no one. You can wait, you can take your time, everything, no problem. But the market waits for no one, right? So 1, 2 years, 3 years later, what happens, right? The rate cuts have came in. What happens, right? Think about it, right? Would it be too late? If not now, then when? All right, so that's the first question. The next question I want to share with you guys is this, right? What would happen if you don't say yes? Well, it's fine. I mean, nothing wrong, right? Nothing wrong with it also, right? You continue trading the same way, buy and sell the stock like how you normally do. Great, right? But you know what? Einstein say that the whole definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. All right, that means you do everything the same, but you want even more profits, better performance. How can it be like that? How is it possible, right? So I'd like to share with you this quote by Jim Rohn that goes like this, right? Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. So I believe that, in life, change can come in 2 weeks, right? When something new comes into your life or when something new comes from within you. So if you're looking for a change in the performance, your stock market, you want like more clarity in the stock market, finally, all right, join us, right? Join us in bootcamp, make it happen. Let's move forward together. All right, let me just add a few more minutes. I think some of you are privately messaging me, you are thinking, and all that. All right, I'll just add a few more minutes, but we have already more than 5, so I think we have already covered that already. So just 1 or 2 more people. If you're keen, lock in fast. You only have like 4 minutes and right now. All right, so let's move on to the Q&A right now. So we've gone on for a while, guys, and I appreciate those of you who are still here. That's pretty insane how many of you are still here, all right? And I know you guys have posted a lot of questions, and what I'm going to do right now is to call out these questions and go through them. So if you have any questions, guys, yeah, type it in the chat. Not to worry, don't need to scared or what. Just type in the chat. I'll go through it one by one. All right. If you already signed up, congratulations. Let's say, guys, we have Sophia, Jean, Joe, Stephen, Angeline, Lilian, Ming Ching, Richard. I'll see you guys real soon. All right, at the boot camp. All right, and just next weekend. All right, Saturday, Sunday, 27 and 28 Jan. I tell you what, let me just place the link. Some of you guys are still a bit confused, like where's the date and all that. All right, 27 Jan, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The link is right here again, onegoodtrend.com/. Bootcamp, right? 1 or 2 more people. That's it. We'll close. All right. Okay. So let's move on to Q&A right now. Okay. I'm a newbie. Do you think I'll be able to follow? Sophia, good question. I mean, in fact, if you're a newbie, then I think you've heard one of my students have said as well. Congratulations to you. In fact, I think newbie is even better because you can just absorb and learn. There's no old baggages or wrong thinking or opposite direction kind of thing, right? So just learn and absorb as much as possible. So we keep things simple. We don't like to complicate things. All right. I think it's meant to be simple. So if even a 76-year-old gentleman can do it, I think definitely you will be able to understand as well, right? So if you're a newbie, it's not minus, it's a plus. It's a congratulations. It's a good thing. All right. It's a good thing, right? So definitely you'll be able to understand. Can the system be used on iPhone, iPad, or laptop? Good. So the system, guys, okay, let me just share with you guys the system, right? So this is the One GT system, as I say. Right over here, all right, can just turn it on and turn it off. You can see, so it's web-based, right? So you have Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, I don't know what, right? But we will, of course, we'll cover what goes on behind the system before we use the system. Of course, we'll give you the password to log in and all that stuff, but it is web-based, right? So as long as you have like Internet and Google Chrome and all that, you can, simply type the name of any stock right here. I don't know what you guys are asking for, right? You just click on it and you can see all the bullish and even bearish signals, right, to give you a quick opinion on what to do, all right, to get in or to get out. So this is like what Apple, what pretty good, right? Bullish signal, pop all the way up. Bearish and start coming down, all right, and well, bullish signal all the way up, and then recently we got a, oh, look at this, right, past few days we got a bullish signal right here. Okay, looks pretty good, right? Put that in your watch list, right? Okay, yeah, it might start to maybe even start to see a bit of rebound all the way to like 200. Right, yeah, but it's a web-based system, right? So normally we don't use on the iPhone, I mean, you can use on the iPhone or phone, but it's a bit small, so I think use on the computer bigger, but better lah, right? Use on laptop better, right? But it's web-based. Good question. Okay, let's see your question again, guys. Go and type in the chat, guys, if you have any questions. Micromechanics versus SIA, which is a better buy? Okay, I think somehow, maybe you come for the bootcamp, we'll go through in detail, all right? So not to worry, we'll definitely cover that when you come for the bootcamp. In fact, you can put like in the system to see what it says, or I mean like SIA, I don't know. I mean, let's see SIA. You can see SIA, we had a bullish signal, and then bearish, right? Just going down and down and down. Right now, a couple of a new bullish signal. You can see the trend bar turning from red to green. A bullish signal coming out recently. So I think it's starting to turn. I think it can break like maybe 660 or what. We can start to push up. All right. Okay, good. May I check when can I access the system? Not to reach in, congratulations. I'll see you soon at bootcamp. The bootcamp itself, we'll go through the framework before we use the system live together with me. You have the password. Everything will be covered. So not to worry. All right. That will be at the bootcamp itself. All right. Okay. Liam, Bot, congratulations. Right. I cannot make it for the January dates. Meanwhile, okay, good. Come for the lock it in first. Come for the March batch. Right. Come for the March batch. But can I still become your client in Philip first? Of course. So guys, okay, sorry, in case I did not mention, guys, for those of you that are still over here, right? I'm actually a broker. All right, a broker in Philip Securities. So if you are not yet a client of mine in Philip Securities, I don't know where you're trading. I mean, you could have a trading account with some other online brokers, or if you don't get any service, you don't know who your broker is, nobody WhatsApp you, no ideas, no video, no training, nothing. Then I think you probably want to come on board as a client of mine in Philip Securities, right? And you don't pay anything more. It's exactly the same as whatever you're paying. So the answer is yes, right? Whether or not you come for the bootcamp, all right, make sure you come on board as a client of mine in Philip Securities if you are not yet a client of mine. I think that's where we actually do share some of those ideas daily by WhatsApp. All right, to our clients, all right? It's a bit more private and exclusive, right? Let me put the link right here for those of you who are not yet a client of mine. As I say, if you are just trading on your own, you don't even know who your broker is, and you don't get any service or ideas or video or WhatsApp, you don't know, it's just a hotline or something, yeah, please do come aboard as a client. You do not pay anything more, all right? It's pretty much the same as whatever you're paying when you are trading. Does it make sense? All right, so yeah, come aboard as a client ASAP, whether or not you come for the bootcamp. Because you come for bootcamp, that's nothing. You come for the bootcamp, you get to learn with us live, all right? Hopefully, I'll see you at the bootcamp, all right? The next batch, Liam, all right? And you can learn with us live as well, and you have access to the system and all the stuff that we talk about, all right? Okay, very good. So let me just add a few more minutes, all right? A few more minutes, guys, before we end. And let's see if there's any questions. What is the win rate of the system? Good question, right? So the win rate of the system, we're looking at about 60 to 70%. All right, as I mentioned just now, guys, it's not about just winning, right? Even if you get like a 70, 80, 90% win rate, it doesn't mean you'll make money, right? It's not about winning, right? But it's about winning more when you're winning and losing less when you're losing. Does it make sense? All right, so I think we covered, right? Even with 2 or 3 winning trades out of 10, you can still make money. Of course, you don't want to purposely make 2 or 3 only, right? You can 6 to 7, which is pretty much the win rate of the strategy and the system. All right, that is what we're looking at, right? 6 to 7 trades, 60 to 70% winning rate, right? Good questions. Liam, let me see if there's any other questions, guys. So if any questions, guys, go ahead, type in the chat. All right, I'll go ahead to go through them one by one. All right, go through them one by one. Let me just make sure I don't miss any of your questions. My apologies if I miss any. Louis, are you a reminder in Philip Securities? Yes, I am. I mean, I covered that in the backstory. If we follow you, then how much is your commission we are being charged? Same. So where are you trading right now? Is the commission is pretty the same everywhere? There's no difference in the commission. It's the same as wherever you're trading. So the question for you is, where are you trading right now? The next question is there anybody doing anything? I don't know. Do you get this service? All right. If it's no, all right, go ahead to click on the link right there, Louis. All right, that is the link for those of you who are still not yet a client of mine. All right, it's completely free to open a trading account. All right, just click on the link, fill up some details. My team will get in touch with you. All right, and that's where we share a little bit more, but you do not pay anything more. It's the same as whatever you're paying when you're trading. All right, but where you're trading right now, is anybody doing anything? All right. Yeah, as online, you can trade online as per normal. As I say, it's pretty much the same for the right account type. So my team will be able to advise all that as well. All right. So come on board as a client as well. Okay, Liam, we have some questions as well. Both. You can trade online, Luis. You can trade online as well. As well, normally most people trade online, so you can trade online as well. Or you can call us to place orders. It's a little bit more expensive because place orders. So most people trade online, so you can do it online like what you normally do, all right? And the commission, the charges, the fees, whatever you call it, or settlement, is pretty much the same everywhere. It's pretty much the same everywhere. There's no difference, all right? Okay, Luis. I hope that answers your question. Okay, let me go through some questions. Can the system works for options? All right, so you can see, guys, right over here that we are looking at what we call, stocks, US stocks, right? Singapore stocks, so options or warrants or DLC or CFD. These are just, different platforms or tools, right? Which is good, right? But the key here is that if you are not even sure of the stock, like when to get in, when to buy, to get out, or to wait and all that, then don't even touch options, right? You want to focus on the underlying stock, right? So we're not like cover option specific. It's not about options, but we'll look at the stock by itself. And you want to get that right. If you can't even get the underlying stock right, don't even touch option, because option is based on the main underlying stock, like your Apple, your Nvidia, or your whatever. Does it make sense? Right. So that is pretty much what we cover at the bootcamp. All right. We cover the one good trend strategy. We'll dive deep into it. We'll not talk about options. All right. This is one platform that you can use, but we focus on the underlying. How do you read a stock like a pro? All right. Where to get in, to get out, to wait, and all that. All right. Pretty much whatever I've covered. Okay, very good. I think we have some questions right over here. Some of you have privately messaged me, okay, to ask if there's like any installment plan for the bootcamp. Okay, I tell you what, guys, for those of you who are interested, okay, I don't want money to stop you. So I'm going to release the installment payment plan, especially for just this batch, right? So it will be, okay, let me just grab the link. It will just be like 300 and pretty much the same price, $333. For those of you who are still on the fence, all right, you need some help. Well, I don't want, just, like the money to stop you. So there's a payment plan right now, $333 times 3 months, all right? And I'm going to put the payment link right there for those of you who are still on the fence, right? So for over $300 a month, I think just come and experience it yourself. That is the link. All right, that is the link. And I'm sure you can easily make back the 300 plus using what I teach you, just like what many of my students have mentioned as well. All right, so give yourself a chance. All right, that's the link for those of you who are still on the fence. $333 times 3 months, pretty much the same price, but there's just a link to help you out a little bit. All right, okay, Ken, so that is pretty much the installment payment link. But those of you who have got in, great. I look forward to see you at the boot camp. All right, okay, so next, I want to share with you guys on this, right? Some of you are saying like, why is it like now? I mean, as I say, guys, the first question I have for you is why do you need to take action now, right? If not now, then when? So I talk about this, whole entire small window of opportunity, as I mentioned, right? When the rate cuts were to come, think about it, right? In end of 2021, when there were talks about rate hikes, the market started to weaken. In February 2022, when it actually happened, it happened for like 10, 11, 12 months. The market started selling down and down and down. All right, now, over the past 2 months in November, December 2023, the market has rebounded just with talks about rate cuts. When the rate cuts eventually come, as I say, in March, 2 more months, maybe in June, what do you think will happen? All right, do you think you'll spark off a whole new rally, a whole new uptrend? And if it does happen, what are you prepared to get in? Are you prepared to know what stocks to actually load up and to take action to get in? And when you get in, do you have a system to guide you? All right, so that's what you want to think about, right? You don't want to wait until it happens and then start to rush in. You probably say, I wasted, I should have got in, like, all that, right? So take action right now, all right? If not now, then when, right? Get, in on this very small window of opportunity. All right, okay, very good. So let me just go through all the questions. I believe I've already answered most of the questions. If I miss any questions, guys, my apologies, but I think we have already gone through all right. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. We have Troy, Ming Seng, Lillian, Angeli, Stephen, Joe, Jin, Sophia, Lam, Richard. Thank you so much. Congratulations. I'll see you real soon. We have already more than 5 of you guys. So just 1 or 2 more. If you're keen, lock it in. All right, and I'll see you guys at the bootcamp real soon. All right, good. So as promised, guys, first of all, I want to thank all of you for making it to the end of this web class, right? So in case you have not WhatsApp my team, okay, let me just get the link again. In case you have not WhatsApp my team, as promised, right? You stay all the way to the end, you get this PDF file with my top 3 stocks. And if you're on the computer, you can scan the QR code right here. Or let me just place the link right here again. Okay, right here. That's a link to WhatsApp my teams. Why do you WhatsApp my team? Well, you WhatsApp my team so that, just can I have Joey's secret PDF file? My name is blah, 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 all right? So that my team can WhatsApp you this bonus PDF file to thank you for staying all the way to the end, right? As promised, right? As promised, right? Joe, good questions. Will there be any charges thereafter? Good question. So at the end of the bootcamp, we'll share with you, all right, if you'd like to continue after 6 months, so not to read that will definitely be covered, all right? But come for the bootcamp first, learn, all right? And that's where I'm sure it will change the way that you look at the stock market, right? So yeah, we'll share with you at the end of the bootcamp. Okay, so I'll see you real soon, Joe, all right? Next weekend, all right? Okay, very good. So that is the PDF file that my team will WhatsApp to you. I've placed the link there. Click on it to WhatsApp my team, and they'll track. If you stay all the way to the end, they will WhatsApp you this secret PDF file. Okay, very good. Okay, that's it, guys. That is pretty much the end of this webinar. I want to thank all of you for making it all the way over here. And your time is truly something that I really appreciate. And for those of you that have signed up and invested, all right, that is something that I truly appreciate as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that all of you have found tremendous value. Let me know, guys, how many have found some value or taken away something? Type V for value. If you have taken away some value, all right, some value in this web class over the past 2 hours, type V for value. If you've got some value, all right, value, whether or not you sign up for the bootcamp doesn't matter, but you've got some value, type V, all right, just to I want to acknowledge all of you. Cass, super value. Thank you, Joe, Jinjie, Kas, Yam. Value, awesome. Thanks, Janice. All right. Okay, very good. So thank you so much for being here. Right. So my name is Choy. All right. And it's been an honor and privilege for those who have signed up again. Congratulations. I'll see you soon next weekend, 27, 28 Jan. All right. 2024, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Let me just place the link over here again. onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. All right. Let me just place the link final time right here to get in on the bootcamp. All right. That is the link, all right, for those of you who are still on the fence. Okay, Sophia, thank you. All right, thanks for being here. All right, so I'll see you soon. If you have signed up, congratulations. If not, I hope our path will cross again. And I believe that my work is done here for the day and yours has just begun. All right, so thank you so much for staying all the way here, guys. I really appreciate your time. I'll see you soon. Take care. All right, bye, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Andrew, Liam, Jinjie. Awesome. Sophia, bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.